So for me, transition is about how do we get from this place to this place. So this place is a future that uses far too much fossil fuels, which is socially unjust, is destroying the world around it. And this is a place which uses a fraction of the fossil fuels and is more delicious and diverse and beautiful. And so the transition movement is about how do we get from here to here. And someone once described transition as being hope with its sleeves rolled up, which I thought was really beautiful. We like to think of it as a movement that is about reimagining and rebuilding the world. And it's active in about 50 countries now around the world. So we can only build what we can imagine, right? Everything that exists in the world was imagined by somebody first. And we have, at the moment, used our powers of imagination to imagine and then build a world that is profoundly damaging to us and to everything that lives in it and to the world itself. And we need to use those powers of imagination to imagine a better world. I worry that we're in a time when physics and climate science demands that we reimagine how we do everything, and our collective imagination, which should be a muscle like this, has become a muscle like this, and that's a real problem. So for me, we have to focus on building what I call an imagination infrastructure. I feel like we all need to become imagination activists, and that's really how we find a way forward. We need coalitions to imagine the future because there is no one organization, one network, one municipality who can do this on their own. We all have a piece of the puzzle. The solutions are going to come from creating the spaces and the possibilities for us to work together more effectively. So we have to find the language and the spaces and the networks to enable us to do that. We are much stronger together, and nobody has a monopoly on what the answers might be. So we have to create spaces, well-facilitated spaces, for people to come together and to reimagine the world. And then we need to give them the support and the tools and the confidence to make that happen. If you are feeling eco-anxiety and if you are feeling really frightened about the state of the world, then that's the healthy response. It's not a problem. It shows that you are paying attention and it shows that you have a pulse. And it's really the people who don't experience that are the ones that we need to worry about, I think. I would say to young people that if we are to do everything that the climate challenge demands of us, actually the next 10 years could turn out to be the most exhilarating time to be alive. There is the potential to live through a kind of a revolution of the imagination where we rethink everything, and I think that would be a really, really exhilarating time to be alive. And I would also say that there is also a huge amount from different movements that have been working for a long time, permaculture movement, transition movement, who have accumulated lots of insights and tools and resources. So you don't have to completely reinvent the wheel. There's lots of things already there, but take them and make them your own. None of this is precious or cast in stone. Take it, make it your own, and enjoy yourself. I think it's an amazing space. I think we really need to have these spaces in all of our cities that are really inclusive, that are really welcoming, that challenge how things are, and that are happy and free to invite people to be innovative, to reimagine things, that then offer people the support that they need to take those ideas and make them a reality. We need to be creating, in the same way that Silicon Valley creates these spaces to take tech ideas and turn them into massive behemoth companies. We need the same kind of support for people. We need someone to put their arms around their shoulder and say, this is great, let's do it. Ways that you can bring investment. So I think spaces like this are absolutely vital. I think there's already many things that exist which build on that relationship that has existed for a very long time. I'm always looking for ways that we can do that, and I spend quite a lot of time coming to the north of France and to this area here, and I feel a lot in common with the challenges that people have here and the opportunities that exist here. So yeah, let's do it. Let's keep that conversation going. Absolutely.